Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Hales and I make videos about the books that I'm reading. So I thought for today's video I would go over some of the books that I have on my Kindle and some of the books that I've read not recently, but like since I got my Kindle and got a subscription to Kindle Unlimited, because I have read, I think, 345 books since I got my Kindle, so I just thought I would go through and talk about what I've been reading on it. Side note, I am so cold. So I scrolled all the way down to the first book that I bought on Kindle, but it's not the first book that I bought when I got my Kindle, because it says that I bought this in 2020 and I didn't get my Kindle until Christmas of 21. So I don't know if I was like reading on the Kindle app on my phone or what, but I honestly had no recollection of this book until I just saw it. So I honestly might delete it. I think I got it for free. I don't have that much interest in it and I don't know why I have it, honestly. The second book that I purchased on here was apparently Kissing the Coronavirus. I think the thing about this was it wasn't in Kindle Unlimited and everybody was reading it because it was like batshit insane, and I can attest to that. It was wild. But I can't believe that I actually spent 99 cents on it. That's a choice that I made. There are actually some books on here that I didn't remember buying. Like I have Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, and I don't remember buying that. Call Down the Hawk, The Ravens, Disenchanted. I know that I was buying a bunch of books that I was interested in when they were on sale, because when the books get discounted to like $1.99 or $2.99, I'm like, that is such a steal, and I love reading on my Kindle and I'm interested in these books, so why not buy them when they're super cheap? But I have forgot some of what I have purchased apparently. Some of these I just genuinely do not remember buying though, because like, why did I buy A Curse So Dark and Lonely? It's like all three books in one. I don't even like this series. Like I DNF'd the first book. I was annotating it and everything, which might have been my mistake, to annotate a book on the first read from an author that I've never read from before. That's on me. Can never get rid of that book again. I hope I can use it for like craft projects or something. But like, why would I purchase that? I didn't like the book. I have no plan of finishing it, and yet I have it. I have all three of them in one little ebook. Apparently I bought The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, and I do not remember purchasing this, but I've been looking for the paperbacks at Barnes & Noble, and they have been out of stock for so long at my local stores, like within a 50-mile radius, and I'm not driving any farther than that for a book, you know? Like, it's just not gonna happen. How many times can my hair change in this video? Because this is like the third thing it's been in. And then I have a bunch of books that I have started and gotten like 10% of the way through and then not returned to. So I feel like I really need to sit down and make progress in those, because I'm pretty sure that I took them off of my currently reading on Goodreads. So it's not actually tracking that I'm currently reading them, which is good because it's been probably 2 years. I think it's been 2 years since I opened Get a Life, Chloe Brown. But I think I did start that on audio at some point. This is making me feel bad about myself, honestly. because it's just showing all the books that I have started and not finished. And they're not DNFs because I intend to finish them, but at one point I could just not sit and read a book. Apparently I bought another book from the author of A Curse So Dark and Lonely. There are books in here that I'm just like, I don't remember buying these at all, and they look kind of good, and I will give it a chance since I did spend the money on it. I'm kind of floored at myself at this point. I started this monster romance and I am 24% into it, and it's not very long, but I just cannot find, like, I can't find the will to read it. I wanted to say watch it. I'm not watching it, obviously. There's a book that I bought, I think I was going to Disney or something. I was somewhere and my mom mentioned something about like, oh, I would read a book if I could do this or something, because we were out of town, not home, and I bought this random book because she liked the author and has read other books by them. I don't think she's ever read it. It was 99 cents. I don't care. It's not an issue, but I kind of feel like I should read it because I am like deep into my romance book era right now. So I could probably do that and maybe enjoy it. There was like authors did like giving away a whole bunch of free books. There were thousands of them. So I have a crap ton of those that I feel like I should definitely read soon. A lot of them are dark romance, it looks like. I was trying to stick to more dark romance at some point, because I was really into dark romance for a minute. Not that dark though, apparently, because been on Twitter and there are some crazy things out there. Like, no judgment, read what you want to read. That's not for me to decide, but like now I just want to read like cutesy little romance novellas, basically. Kindle Unlimited book that I need to read and return so that I have more available KU books to check out. These random, there's like a sports romance series, and it's like 4 different series and they're all interconnected. They're all on the same baseball team or something. So I have a bunch of those because they're super cheap and they're pretty short, and I have not had the best attention span lately. I need to get that in check, but I have a ton of these and I need to figure out the reading order of them, honestly, because I really want to get through them. More of these, like, they were on that list of the several thousand books that authors were giving away for free for, it was like a weekend or something. It has a name. I can't remember what it is. And then we get to the little like 60-page novellas that I read, because there are so many of those. There's like Snowed In with the Bratva Boss, Snowed In with the Lumberjack. I think those are just Kindle Unlimited. I didn't actually buy those. They're good, easy reads when you just want something. I swear, I say it's like brain candy because it's just so quick and easy to get through them. But it's great. It's incredible. And they're interconnected as well. So like, there are a bunch of different authors writing in these same worlds and these same towns and stuff. So one author will write about like one sister, and then another author will write about the other sister. And it's just how their stories connect and how the authors have kind of worked together to merge this world, which is really cool. And then I have a bunch of like Sophie Lark, and I still can't say this author's name. Nikki Harris, I guess. The Kids of the District series. I need to finish these. I had an arc of the most recent one and didn't even read it on time, and I feel really bad about that. I need to get on that. But like physically reading things has not been working for me right lately. I bought 2 of the Wayward Children novellas. The third one was like you can't buy it on Kindle. It's just on, I think it's the publisher's website. That was unfortunate, but I love the Wayward Children series. So I would like to own that one and be able to read it on my Kindle. But I don't think that I absorbed much of it when I was reading it on my phone, on like the browser. But they're good. They are really good, and I enjoyed those novellas as well. I thought they went really well, like woven into the other stories and showing the backstory for some characters. I think it was In Mercy Rain that I really liked. Like Skeleton Song was really, really good. I really liked that one. And just like the visuals and aesthetic that you got from reading it was incredible. And I want to see more of that world. But In Mercy Rain made me actually like the Moors. And I hated the second book in the Wayward Children series. Like, did not want to finish it. Left the book sitting for 6 months. Finally finished it in like 45 minutes with an audiobook on 2.5 times speed because I just wanted it over. Like, I feel like I suffered through the Moors up close and personal because it was so bad to me. Which is not to say that the writing is bad or that like other people wouldn't like it, because I know it's some people's favorite. I did not like it, like in the slightest. And it made me not want to read the other ones that were like about Jack and Jill. Is that their names? Jack and Jill? Yeah. I like the ones where we go to the other worlds. Like, I think those are really cool, and I like seeing the different worlds that exist through the portals and stuff. But I like a creepy boarding school. I like weird shit happening at boarding schools. So that was more so what I had thought that the series was going to be when I got into it. And then it was like, oh, well, it's one takes place at the school and then one takes place in another world. So I was a little, that might have been part of the problem. I was a little disappointed going into book 2 because I wanted that character. And then she's not in any of the other books except I think one. And I loved her. And then they're just like, oh yeah, she's with Hades in the underworld. Like, really? But getting to read more from her world was really nice because that was one of my favorites. Like, I just loved, it almost felt like walking through a museum reading it, was like the feelings that it was evoking in me, and I just really enjoyed that. So I would like to see more from that world. Hopefully we'll see more like that. I don't think there are too many books left in this series. There are a couple worlds that I'd like to revisit and hope that we see more from those places, but who knows. I did in fact buy High School Musical, the series, the novelization on my Kindle. Okay. Like, I'm not complaining. I love the show. And the picture is so cute. They're just adorable, precious babies. But like, I have all the other ones physically. Why did I not just buy this physically? I have a couple more that I got from KU, and then a couple more from those lists of free books. A lot of hockey romance. There's some dark romance. Something I bought because a friend suggested it. Bergman Brothers series. I bought the rest of those on the Kindle, but I have the first one physically. So I'm kind of torn. Like, do I want to get the rest in paperback, or do I just want to get the first one on my Kindle? But I'm thinking about what I want to do in that regard. I just bought Trapper Road by Rachel Kane. I bought The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I have Chain of Thorns. Ugh. And then I think these are like the last ones that I have. I have another one of those little interconnected books about the baseball team. Oh, okay. So this one is the like expansion team. I was like, why do they have different names? An Ice Planet Barbarian book. Actually, I did just buy that. I was like, when did I get this? But I did just buy this because it was like 99 cents. I think that's one of the really short ones. But I don't think this is Ice Planet Barbarians. This is the other one, which I was reading as well. And then an Allie Hazelwood book and another one of those like short novellas. This one is book 1 in a 48 book series. So even though they're fairly short, like just around 100 pages, 90 to 100, that's going to take some time. I think I said in my May TBR that I want to get 10 to 15 of them read this month. We'll see, because I haven't been reading as much with my eyeballs. I have been just absolutely absorbing audiobooks like no other. Scribd updated recently to have 3 times speed, and I have gotten through so many books because it's like, that's right about where my processing skills are and where my reading speed when I'm reading a physical book is. So I have gotten through those super fast, and honestly, if Scribd could go up to like 3.5, I would be in heaven. Yeah, so that is it for the overview of what is currently on my Kindle. If you have any suggestions of things that you think I might like, you could leave those in the comments. That would be really fun and helpful. I have read 143 books so far this year, and I currently have my reading challenge set to 150, but I'm thinking about upping it to like 200 or 250 because I enjoy the challenge of like trying to get to that number by the end of the year, as opposed to like going over what my goal had been and being like, oh, well, okay, I've read this book and now I am over the limit and it's not telling me that I'm so many books ahead of schedule or whatever. Like I think I'm 93 books ahead of schedule right now. And a lot of them are super short. A lot of these little novellas. I read a lot of like 20-page smutty books. I kid you not. They are all unscribed. And with the speed that I listen to audiobooks, they were like 6 minutes. It took me 6 minutes to get through these like 20-page novellas, and it sent my monthly number of books that I had read up so high. That is how I technically read 70 books last month. I definitely say technically because they were very short. They were those little novellas and there was very little substance to them. I think one of them was like literally 11 pages. So I kind of feel bad for counting them, but I'm also reading It by Stephen King, and I think that my copy is like 1100 pages, so it's gonna balance itself out. And I like the brain candy kind of turn my brain off and just read kind of books that have like a start and finish, very short little plot or almost no plot. So yeah. I just did my outro and I wasn't filming. So that is it from me for this video. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends if you are so inclined. That would help me out a lot. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye!